As most of you know, for the last 48 days, I've been restricted to the bed because of an operation in my right leg that removed 100% of plaque that was built up in several veins. But I had to jump on to give my support again for Robin Lockett. As you know, early voting has started, and people should have or will be getting their mail-in ballot. So why is it that I support Robin Lockett? Most of you know about her work in affordable housing and the other things that she did. But did you know that Robin Lockett is a single mother and she built herself from the mud to an executive position with Florida Rising? A single mother. Robin had no car at one point and had to catch the bus to take her kids to school and for her to take herself to work. That's why so many single moms can identify with Robin. But did you know that Robin not only represents the living, Robin sits on the Zion Cemetery Committee in Robles Park. As you know, decades ago, black people who was buried there was built over. She's on that committee to make sure that we don't forget not only those that are living, but those who are not living as well. She's proven herself. The other thing you might not know about Robin is that she's a true fighter, even if it means fighting by herself. Most of you know that the Yellow Jacks were moved from West Tampa when they started to build over in West Tampa. Robin single-handedly advocated to get the Yellow Jacks back in West Tampa and also got the city to commit to money in order to make that happen. So, Robin is a true player. Most of you know the last hurricane caused a lot of devastation. What you might not know, that Robin went to D.C., the city council, and the state to make sure funds were allotted for those families that are still suffering from that disastrous hurricane and hurricanes before that. Robin is the type of person that went to D.C. not seeking help only for Democrats, but she crossed the aisle and also advocated that Republicans also committed to committing funds for those who are still going through the crisis. Robin and I share a lot of skill sets. One of those skill sets is community organizing and community mobilizing with a purpose. Robin has led numerous workshops and meetings throughout the Tampa Bay areas to focus on issues that are affecting marginalized communities so they can have a voice. She continues to make sure that people who don't have a voice under her leadership. Like Robin, I'm a critical thinker and a creative thinker as well. And Robin and I share that. Robin, like I, believe in following the data and being evidence-based in our focus. So let's talk about what is AI saying when it comes to my endorsement for Robin Lockett, who I think is going to do a great job for the district.
Recording in progress.
So I recently asked AI, what would be my impact in terms of endorsing Robin Lockett for District 63? And here's what they say. Michael Randolph described himself as a transformational community strategist, nonprofit innovator, and elder mentor who draws on lived experience from the streets to services. He spent 35 years, not 15 years, in grant writing, strategic planning, and program development, and before running the Center for Nonprofit and Community Development, he served as the director for the West Tampa Economic Development from 2021 and 2022. And he has deep, long-standing roots, specifically in West Tampa, but all over the country. Not just a resume. They go on to say why this endorsement could genuinely help Robin. Well, first they say direct geographic overlay with the district. West Tampa is inside District 63. Randolph isn't a citywide figure with diverse reach. He spent 2 decades in this specific neighborhood developing economic development as well as working on nonprofit infrastructure around the nation and including the Tampa Bay area. Secondly, they say he's a trusted messenger on issues that Robin is running on. He actively organizes West Tampa residents around displacement and gentrification risks, warning that without strong resident involvement in the neighborhood could change dramatically and urging residents to join the Community Advisory Committee to have voice and development decisions. That's the same housing affordability and anti-displacement land that Robin is campaigning on. His endorsement will reinforce her core message rather than adding this another name. 3. Institutional credibility, not just personal popularity. As a CEO for a nonprofit capacity building organization, he's seen as a trusted broker across dozens of community groups. The center reach spans multi-counties and cities across the nation, including West Tampa as well as East Tampa, especially in East Tampa, which means that his endorsement carry weight with other nonprofits that I work with around the area. In fact, in East Tampa, I work with over 150 nonprofits to get started and neighborhood leaders who look to him, not his personal following. And then finally, nonpartisan feeling credibility. He's a nonprofit community developer figure, not a political insider. That kind of endorsement often reads more authentic to skeptic voters than another politician nod, similar to that of a pastor or a civic leader. All of my life, I fought for marginalized, disenfranchised communities throughout the United States. My endorsement for Robin is genuine because I know she's going to represent the very people that need a voice. And like she always done, she's going to bring back the bacon to the community. So I ask all of those that I've touched or have impacted throughout District 63, please join me and endorse Robin as the next representative for Florida District 3. Thank you.